What is the importance of Pride in this Pride event in Pacifica?
Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful question. There's nothing more important than love. I mean, that's like the bottom line. And the more we celebrate it, right, and the more we're inclusive and we show our inclusivity, then the folks that aren't too sure about that are gonna maybe learn something and maybe feel the love, right? Because it really is all about love and supporting our LGBTQ plus community. And we sure did that today. I'm so proud of what we did today. It was great.
What do you think the importance is of Pride in our community?
Well, I think it's important for everybody to have a safe space and to recognize all types of people.
What made you decide to come out here today?
To support LGBTQ plus IA members and have fun with my friends and just chill and recognize what people are.
Describe your experience about being in the parade and what was most fun about it.
I liked it, and it was fun because I like driving places. That's all I got.
All right.
Who have I become? 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 Hey, yeah. The best screens, I'm gonna give you the best screens, I'm gonna give you the best screens, the best, I'm gonna give you the best screens, 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 the best, I'm gonna give you. You got that dark green love. You got that summer sweet. Hey, 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 I've got the greenest thumb.
What your organization does and what is it in relation to, how is it in relation to Pride today?
So we're a community social action group. We like to raise money for Pacifica Resource Center, for other community events, other nonprofits. Pacifica Pride was an event we really wanted to help organize, help bring to Pacifica for the second annual in a row. So that's why we're here today. We were doing some fundraisers and we were happy to see the turnout for the whole event and also for our organization. Hoping to get more pirates to join us.
It was like, how can we dress in costume and still raise money for the community and have fun? That's what we're doing. This is the way to do it. A lot of fun. A lot of money raised, actually.
Well, what do we raise money for?
So far, we've done the Pacifica Resource Center for about 4 years now. We've done a few online video fundraisers during the pandemic. We've come out of the pandemic and we did a really great fundraiser at Winners this past year. Yeah, big money. And we were invited to participate in a fundraiser for Pacifica Pride. And so our group raised almost $5,000 for the event. And we were also invited to march in the parade, which is kind of where we started, was the Fog Fest 2017, 18.
That year was kind of blurry to me. Just saying.
We also like to get together at local businesses and things like that. Just get together, organize, have some fun, spend a little money, support local community businesses, especially now. So
it's all about the community, you know. It's a small town. It's not a very rich town. So for us to do this for a resource center or this parade, we raised a lot of money for this parade. Had a lot of fun raising that money for the parade. So if you could have fun and still raise the money, what's better than that?
Win-win.
It is a win-win. There you go.
What do you think is the importance of celebrating Pride and supporting the LGBT community?
We like to support everyone in the community. We want to make sure that everyone feels safe, everyone can get involved with us, and we're very inclusive. So we want to make sure here at the coast, just south of San Francisco, everyone feels included as well.
All right, now, can I get all of you, can I get an R?
I think just the fact that people are free to express themselves, and I think there's no restrictions on what you want to wear or anything, and people are free to be themselves, and I think it's really cool to see that.
Why do you think events like this are important in the community?
Because it allows people to just be themselves, and I think that's really important for a community to exist and be successful, because when there's restrictions on people, it just doesn't work. And I think that this allows people to be themselves and work as a community and really make things work. So.
All right, favorite part of your day so far? What was your highlight?
Probably this dance class right here with the Zumba, like teaching us how to dance. Probably that.
Do you have a message for Pride Day?
Let's do it again next year.
Queer and trans people learning this, performing it. We performed in Mexico, we compete. We're trying to queer up these spaces, okay? All right, everybody. All right, so really quickly, we want to get you moving. Now, I always say bachata is super beginner friendly. It could be like from the couch to the dance floor, all right? So let's go ahead and fill up this area as much as we can. Come and dance with us. 7 taps. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6 again. 1, 2, back to center. 5, lateral, and a 1. All right, hold on. First 1. Forward and back and go. And tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, let's up the skies. And a 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, in place we go. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Back to 7, 5. Let's go little. Nice one. Pacifica is in the house.
My great aunt Mona, who has been an inspiration to me. Sadly, she passed away several years ago, but she made it to the ripe old age of 92. But back in the 30s, she opened a series of nightclubs in San Francisco, and she is noted as being the person who opened the first lesbian club on the West Coast. So there's always been that connection to the community, to the LGBTQ community with me, and I just, it's to see this in Pacifica, an event that's very young but growing, and so many people have come out today. To me, it goes beyond the LGBTQ community and Pride, and it's just about, being human and loving one another and welcoming people. Particularly as we're going into an election cycle, I think we have to really focus more on our humanity. So that's really important to me, and I wanted to be a part of it. And Daphne makes people smile.
PCT in the building, creating the content so the people who missed it will be able to see what they missed out and come out next year. But aside from PCT, I just think the community coming out, you feel a lot of love, and people are supporting the local booths, the local organizations, and especially our local businesses on Palmetto. It just feels like a really good day to be in Pacifica, and so that's like overall my favorite thing. It just feels good out here.
What's your Pride Month message?
My Pride Month message is pretty consistent with how I live my life. It's try not to judge yourself, try not to judge others, have compassion for everyone as much as possible, and just spread the love. It's easy to hate, it's harder to love, so we all need to work on that. My highlight so far, I think, was the parade. It's good to see another parade in Pacifica. I think that actually it got me out of bed early. So if you got me out of bed to come watch it, that it's doing something positive for the community. But just seeing all the different generations, all the different types of people. I'm really excited about having food trucks. In Pacifica, we got the Pokemon was really good. Shout out to the Pokemon. And then I'm on my way to get Mr. Softy. But just, having a cool community event, again, is just the highlight. But I really enjoyed the parade, and I think it's going to grow tenfold next year. You could play back this next year, and you'll see 10 times the amount of people out there next year. I guarantee it.
All right, why do you think Pride events like this are important in the community?
Pride events like this are important in the community because I think it represents, a sense of belonging. I think I would love to see Pacifica as a safe space for anyone. And it's okay to have disagreements. It's okay not to fully understand, people's lifestyles. But at the same time, like having the space to explore that, have the conversations, and just celebrate good times and love, on the surface is what this is about. But it's also about just, letting people know that we see you and we support you no matter what. And Pacifica is the place to be if you want to feel welcome. And, it means peaceful for a reason. And so I think it's important to do events like this to bring a little more peace to our community.
PCT rocks!
PCT rocks!
PCT rocks! PCT rocks!
PCT rocks!
PCT rocks!
And why do you think Pride is important in the community?
If people want to be identified as something, you should let them be identified as that and identify them as that. And you shouldn't be against them being what they want to be.
I loved watching all the people from the parade come into the festival because I was standing at the gate and they just kept pouring in and I was like, hello, so happy to see it. It felt like hundreds of people. It was really cool to see. This year we had a planning committee, and so we had an ad hoc committee with myself and Sue Beckmeyer, and then there's community members, Katie from Table Wine, we had a couple people from Economic Development Committee, a mom, and we've been working for the past 8 months and just meeting regularly and planning it and planning and planning and planning. And so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get it to be a regular part of what the city supports every year. I personally think the only thing that we can do is love each other. And so that's what is so inspiring about Pride, because it's only about love. People were mad that the flags were being raised, at the school district and at the city, and it's like, they said, oh, well, you're supporting sexual orientation, and we're like, no, we're supporting love. Bottom line.